Show. Coach, great to have you out tonight. You know, for 3 years I've been trying to get you to do a coach's show, but you finally relinquished, and it's great to be here.
Yeah, appreciate the folks that showed up, and, I just find it hard to believe that this many people want to hear about running the ball up the middle and kicking onside kicks.
We're going to get to, we do have a question segment.
Yeah, I figured we would.
A little later on the show. Coach, it's interesting. You look at it now in what your 8th season in charge of the Bearcats, and looking over, Coach, in 2017 you were 8-3. You lost to Humble in the second round. It's the only time the Bearcats have not made it into the quarterfinals under your watch. Remember that game well. Puka karate kicked defensive back Kyle Hanley on that game.
I feel like we had a good start. I know we're getting a lot of publicity and things for the stuff that's happened over the last couple of years, but we've had some solid success, I think, from the very beginning. And, Humble ended up playing for a state championship that year.
Yes, they did. And, Coach, you know what? We're going to go over the rest of the schedule, your tenure here, and your overall record. And I tell people all the time that really I've only got on your bad side twice in really 10 years, which is a record for me. I remember one time we were playing at Acadiana, and I had to fill in and do the play-by-play that day, and it was a third down. We were trailing, and you called a run play, and I thought you should have called a pass, and you called me into your office. I remember that well. So
That's the way everybody does. If you run it, it doesn't go well, then they think you should have threw it.
But
And it works the other way, too.
But I'm going to go to a meeting that we had years ago. You were just named head coach, and Andy Robinson, who was on your staff, now at Neville, he came to me and said, you need to go eat with Jerrod. You need to go eat with Jerrod. And I will tell you that of all the restaurants in town, all the Mexican restaurants in town, the only one that's closed down is the one that you chose for lunch that day, number one. But number two, had gone through, and I was a little agitated. I've been through 31 years in Lincoln Parish. I've been through a winless season. And I basically point blank, I asked you, and I said, you look at this job, Coach. We haven't beaten West Monroe, it's in like 30 years. And they have more boys in their school than we have students at Ruston High. Why do you take this job? And, Coach, you said very adamantly that if I didn't think you could win this, if I couldn't win this, no, it wasn't if I think. You said if I couldn't win the state championship here, I wouldn't take the job. What did you see in Ruston as an assistant that you knew it could be done?
There were a lot of things. It sounded to me, whenever me and you had a discussion, it sounded like you had Ruston and had a lot of excuses about the reasons why we couldn't win. And I felt completely different about that. I thought I had kind of an inside track on how things could be set up. Being here as an offensive coordinator first, and then moving on as a head coach, I had an opportunity to, kind of know the outlay of everything, and really formulate in my mind, if I had the opportunity, what I would do a little bit different, and really had tried to help Coach Laird, install some of the things that I wanted that I would have done as the head coach, and really we were working towards those things. And he gets the job at Northwestern State, and I'm able to get the head coaching job, and thought that we need to make these things happen. And it's just ideas if you don't have the administration behind you to be able to do those things. We have great administration. They allow people to do some things at the junior high, Lewis, and the high school, and that's what made it work. It's not just an idea. It's people allowing you to put those things into play.
Well, yeah, you mentioned that because it is an entire community, Coach. You go through, you look at the 6th grade, the I.A. Lewis program, the 7th grade, and the 8th grade. 8th grade, it is truly one big program, an extended family.
It is, and that's the way, in my opinion, that's the way it's got to be. The groups that are coming through right now, for the most part, they've been through all of the years at I.A. Lewis in 7th and 8th grade. We've had some come from A. Phillips and the like, but for the most part, these kids have been through the entire program, and I think that's what you see. If they're allowed to be able to participate in those things throughout the years, it pays off in the long run.
And you know what? You want them to know that it is their program because you invite the 6th grade, the 7th grade, the 8th grade to come to your games as guests, and also the camp that you have in the summertime.
Yeah, I think that's important. They need to feel like that they're a Bearcat from the very beginning. That keeps kids involved in the program, keeps them here. And point I'll be gone, and there'll still be kids coming through Lewis and junior high, and they just need to continue to do that.
Well, you keep talking about being gone. We're not going to have that for quite some time. And I look at it, we're talking with the Jerrod Baugh, talking football with Jerrod Baugh here at White Lightning. Appreciate everyone coming out. And I looked through this at 2018, 10-4. We lost to West Monroe in the quarters. In 2019, 7-6, lost to Zachary. Quite a rivalry and beginning with those two squads. We'll talk about that a little later. In 2020, 7-3 was the record. Lost to Destrehan in the quarters. 2021, lost to Destrehan in the quarters again, and then losing to Destrehan in the dome. They were holding on that last touchdown they got, by the way. Last year, the state championship, and this year, 8-2. We're going to take a break. You're listening to the Jerrod Baugh Show and watching on the Bearcat Nation Network and listening on the Q 94.1. We'll be right back after this break.
Calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at Century Next Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with locals. And that's a win for our community. Go Bearcats. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Dan and I started Cummins and Fitz in October of 2018. We were both practicing family law and identified a need in our community.
A divorce is often one of the most traumatic and stressful experiences of a person's life. As family law attorneys, we are dealing with divorce, custody, child support, spousal support, and community property petitions. We understand that these issues are complex and that our clients need personalized, focused attention. We hope that you'll trust us when choosing who to represent you, should you find yourself going through a divorce.
Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer. Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. Thank you for calling Goldman Equipment. How can I help you?
And on a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence established more than 60 years ago, a legacy in superior dental care and unparalleled customer service. It's a journey worth taking and one we're proud to make with you. Come experience the best dentistry and exceptional customer service. Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. There's a story behind every smile.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building and manufacturing needs. Hunt Forest Products is family-owned and operated, practices sustainable forestry, and provides more than 400 Louisiana jobs. Hunt Forest Products is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Thank you. Welcome back to Talking Football with Jerrod Baugh. And, Coach, I tell you, we jump right into it, talk about the record in your 8th year. Going through, I was looking at it, and 8-2 this year, of course, 15-0, the state championship. I went to the gym one morning, or early in the morning, and someone said, what happened to the Bearcats? And I look, Coach, the last 40 games, the Bearcats are 36-4. Quite an impressive record. I believe that you have indeed spoiled us with that last 40 games.
Yeah, I heard some of the same things, and what happened was we lost some ball games. We had some one-possession ball games that we weren't able to pull out. I went back and looked at it compared to last year's ball game, and last year we played in 6 one-possession ball games, and we were able to win them all. And that's the difference. I mean, we continue to play really good football teams. You're going to be in some close games. I think like you got on the SEC ball games that are going on right now. Those teams, they're beating each other. I mean, continuously having to get the football team up to play a really good competition is tough. We were coming off a big, long road stretch and playing 2 Saturday ball games in a row, and then you get started on district ball games, and I think it wore on.
Well, I think you look at that schedule, Coach. You mentioned you started with Acadiana with an 8-point victory, Cabot 49-10, Longview 21-10, Midland Legacy 38-6, Stephenville 63-17. That prompted me to ask you: were you interviewing for a job in Texas, where you probably said, "Well, I guess I'm interviewing in Arkansas as well"? That Texas trio, did you expect it to be more competition between Stephenville and Midland Legacy?
Longview had some injuries coming into that ball game, and I think they've gotten things ironed out. They're still playing right now. Midland Legacy's probably down a little bit, but they won the first round ball game. They're still playing, and Stephenville, the only ball game they've lost is tonight. So, I think we were playing really well at the time, and like I say, I think the road trip's going to wore us down some. But at the end of the day, I still think that schedule is going to help us in the long run. And I know a lot of people don't think, you're signing yourself up maybe to lose some ball games, and nobody likes to lose any. But I think in the long run, it's going to be good for our football team. I think it has been.
And so I say that you don't regret the gauntlet that your team went through on those long road trips.
No, I don't. I think, there ain't nothing wrong with asking some kids to go to the neck and get up and get after it. And I think that's some of the things that I think our kids needed at the time. I think we needed to be tired, get up and go to practice, and have to figure out how to put some good practices together. And then that way, whenever you do get your legs back up on you, it's easy to get out to practice and have some good practices. And I think that's what we've seen the last couple of weeks.
Well, you look at that, and that Neville scores single-digit loss to the Neville Tigers, and that's one of those games that I think it's a 50-50 game. You go back a few years ago when Jack Whitaker made that play over at Grambling State. You look at last year with Joe Morrow, probably one of the reasons they decided not to return punts. And then you look at that single-digit loss to Ash, and then the blowout over Pineville. And then West Monroe. Of course, West Monroe haven't shut out West Monroe since 1989. I keep telling you there's going to be another stat that comes on. Last time we played them when it was 40 degrees or whatever it may be, but the streak goes to 3 for the Ruston Bearcats. But I'm going to talk about the three-headed monster that we have on offense. It starts with your senior quarterback in Josh Brantley. Part of the MO on Brantley was that he was just an athlete playing quarterback. And, Coach, I think he's really developed into a quarterback. Well, and you look at it, got time, we're going to show you a couple of videos from, you look at the running backs, you have Dylan Brooks and Jordan the Jet Hayes. Why pass the ball when you got such a strong running game? Absolutely. We're going to take a break. You're talking football with the head coach of the Bearcats, Jerrod Baugh, on the Q94.1 and the Bear Nation Network. We'll be right back.
Firmly founded since 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building products in Ruston and North Louisiana. Whether you're doing a small project or building something new from the ground up, they have the products and materials you need from start to finish, including Benjamin Moore paints and #1 kiln and dried treated lumber processed locally by Mid-State Wood Preservers. They carry tools from DeWalt, Milwaukee, Senco, and Ego Power Tools for the maintenance for your home. They are located at 1032 Burgessville Road in Ruston, or you can check them out on Facebook or Instagram. Go Bearcats!
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you, we know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today.
Tammy Patterson from Vanguard Realty is a Ruston High alum who proudly supports the Bearcats. Let Tammy Patterson handle all of your real estate needs. Call Tammy at 318-245-9872 or 318-855-2925. That's Tammy Patterson from Vanguard Realty.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
When it comes to physical therapy, there's one name to know. That's Johnson Physical Therapy. And as always,
Welcome back to Talking Football with the Bearcat head coach Jerrod Baugh. And, Coach, I mentioned, seems like these running backs have been here forever. That's Jordan the Jet Hayes and Dyline Brooks. And talk about what these two guys mean to your program. We'll start with Dyline Brooks, or Jordan the Jet Hayes. Well, I want to tell you, how difficult is it for you and offensive coordinator Earl Griffin to balance that, because are they getting enough carries? You talk about that, and I think it comes down to, Coach, the attitude that you give your players, and that is truly an unselfish team, are the Bearcats. And, you have to balance it, because sometimes you just keep running the football and going through, and you keep saying feed the beast, let them keep going, but you don't want to run them out of gas and get tired.
No, you don't, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, you got those two. You need to utilize that. And like I said, with the schedule we got, when you get in the playoff run, you're playing tough football teams. The days to turn around and hand it to a guy 30 or 35 times and think that he can put up with that game in and game out, and just physically don't need to do that.
Well, I certainly appreciate the great folks at White Lightning for hosting Talking Football with Jerrod Baugh. And you told me 3 years ago, there wouldn't be any interest in a coach's show for me. Nobody cares what I have to say. And then 2 years ago, I asked you the same question. You said nobody cares what I have to say. Well, I put it out on social media that I wanted questions for you. And I got quite a few questions for you, so they do care what you have to say. All right, this one from Mary Elizabeth. Thanks for all that you have brought to Ruston High. You have created a culture that everyone in the link can be proud of. My question, why don't we kick the ball deep?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people that wonder that. The answer to that question is I'll reverse that. I mean, does everybody like to see people kick it to Aiden Andy when he's back there? And the answer to that is yes. And you think after he has a big return, why are they kicking it to Aiden? And so I had that off for our football team. I don't want to give their best players another opportunity to make big plays. And the thing is, in the kicking game, you have a kickoff return and punt return. There's a lot of space there. You give their best player an opportunity with all of that space to make a big play, and we just try to limit them.
All right, I'm going to ask this question then. This is from me. Why not just kick the ball out of bounds?
Well, there are times, particularly on punt, that if there's a guy back there that we absolutely don't want to give an opportunity to have a return, then we do that. We do kick it out of bounds. As far as the kickoff is concerned, there are times where we tell our kicker that you want to handle the ball, and we're trying to bubble kick towards the sideline, and if it goes out of bounds, we're fine with that. So, yeah, there are times where we're absolutely fine with it. Because I can tell you this, they'll never return on it.
And I'll tell you this, what's going to happen? You're going to keep kicking the ball, and Pooch kick going to keep it deep, and unfortunately they may return one for a touchdown. Everybody's going to say, why didn't you Pooch kick it, Coach? I want to jump to a couple of good questions rolled in today. Do you have a favorite tradition at Ruston High?
Winning. I think that's the main tradition that I like about this football program. That's what they were used to, and that's what we want to continue to do.
That is a great tradition. All right, what uniform combo is your favorite?
I'm partial to the gray on gray with black socks. Is what I like.
I'm a Stormtrooper guy, the gray on gray. All right, this is a great one. Your ideal or your favorite coach, real or fictional? Favorite coach.
My mom.
That's your mom?
She's a girls basketball coach at Calhoun. She was tough as hell. She tore them up. And she coached for a long period of time and won a lot of ball games.
I tell you what, speaking of Calhoun, you didn't take a weekend off last week. Pretty proud of the alma mater. The winning the first-round playoff game, most wins in school history during the regular season.
Me and my brothers were talking about it, and I think any time that they've had a playoff win, I think over half of the time it's been Baugh playing for them, whether it was me or my brother or his kids.
That's awesome. Now, I got one thing you wish that fans knew or understood about you and your job.
I've got a tough job. Juggling a lot of the things that we do with our football program, along with being an athletic director, there's a lot to juggle. You want to do a good job of it. I feel like I try to take pride in both of the jobs that I have. And I come to work every day to work hard. And I've always felt like I necessarily don't belong in the long list of great coaches that have been head coaches at Ruston. And I try to earn my way every day that I show up to work to try to meet the level of expectation that those guys have.
Well, I will disagree with you. I'll say a 78-23 record over the course of your career and 36-4 the last 40 games certainly puts you on that list. We're talking football with Jerrod Baugh from White Lightning on the Q94.1 and the Bearcat Nation Network. We'll be right back after this break.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
Tammy Patterson from Vanguard Realty is a Ruston High alum who proudly supports the Bearcats. Let Tammy Patterson handle all of your real estate needs. Call Tammy at 318-245-9872 or 318-855-2925. That's Tammy Patterson from Vanguard Realty.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Provision Security says go Bearcats and offers everything you need for residential and commercial security, camera systems, alarms, alarm monitoring, networking, audio, visual installation, and home entertainment. All cameras can be viewed on your smartphone as well as activating the alarm. Competitive rates and friendly service as we strive for perfection. Provision Security, preserving your past, protecting your future.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for two Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats!
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Ruston High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
With Ruston Bearcat head coach Jerrod Baugh. And Coach, do we have one more question? We're going to talk about the Zachary Broncos. And last week put up 54 points. Is there a player? I mean, Trudez Green has gone to LSU. Do they have that dynamic player? And what can you tell us about the Zachary Broncos?
Same song, different verse, I guess is what I would say. We've had some players graduate from last year's football team too, and I think we've managed well without those guys. We're sure missing them whenever they're gone. The next guys going to need to do their job, and I think they feel the same way about their football team. They lost some really good football players. You look at the big receivers that they graduate, and think, well, he's strong. But on the video, there's another call. Receivers run out there catching football. They don't, the names may change, but they just don't disappear. They put somebody else that's a good football player that's out there. The quarterback's a really solid football player. I like the little running back who reminds me of Jordan Hayes. Their offensive line is a big group of kids. They've got a couple of returners back. I like the big left tackle with the guy that plays a little bit out, but I think all offensive players I'm hard on that guy.
All right, you look at it, Coach, and I will tell you, going from a radio media standpoint, and you said you guys are going to talk about it. You beat them last year in the Dome. You beat them the year before. You got to think revenge is on the Zachary Broncos' mind.
I would think so. Just those kids that have, got beat the past 2 years, they've been a part of that. Know what that feels like. They're going to come up here with me. They're good athletes. So you add to that, our basketball team put out the playoffs last year too. I think they're going to come up here ready to play. I think they buzz through Sam Houston and are ready to get on the bus and come up here. And so I expect them to be ready to play, but I know our guys are ready to play too.
Well, I want to talk about this fan base. We've got a great turnout at White Lightning. Appreciate them hosting us tonight for Talking Football with Jerrod Baugh. Coach, we had 5,088 watch on the Bearcat Nation Network last week or 2 weeks ago in the rain at West Monroe. We want those people at the Hoss. This is not one where you say, well, yeah, I'm just going to wait till they go to the Dome. I'm going to wait till they go to the quarters or semis. We need them in the stands Friday night.
We do. Our kids look around and see those guys, and it's important for us to have a big crowd there. I know Coach Lewis made announcements to their fans after their ball game that he wanted all of them to show up here. And so we need to return the favor and have as many people out on Friday night as we
Absolutely we do. It should be a great contest. The weather is going to be great. It's going to be cool, going to feel like football. There's absolutely no reason to come out to Hoss Garrett Stadium.
That's right. I think, people have paid to see good shows Friday night at our place. I don't think this Friday will be any different.
Well, Coach, you said we couldn't do it. Nobody wanted to hear what you had to say, but, Coach, we just filled up 30 minutes of football, talking football with Jerrod Baugh. Certainly enjoyed the inaugural Talking Football with Jerrod Baugh, Coach. Appreciate those watching on the Bearcat Nation Network and listening on the Q 94.1. Bearcats win. We'll do this again. Thanks for watching.